Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Noluh Darling, back with another cut above the rest. So today it's not gonna be a regular story time with Noluh Darling today. No. What I decided to talk about today is, well, y'all saw the thumbnail, hygiene, personal hygiene. Now, this was something that I did before on my old channel. But I feel like it's something I need to talk about again because for some reason, grown-ass adults feel like they don't have to keep up with themselves when it comes to hygiene, especially oral hygiene. When has it become so common that bad breath is a thing? Like, are you guys waking up in the morning and not brushing your teeth? Or your tongue, for that matter? Yo, y'all feeling my Badu-ism look? I decided to let my dreads out today. It's been over a year since I locked up and they are growing so much. My head wrap, courtesy of my big sister who lives in London. She started her own head wrap business called Knots, K-N-O-T-S. You can follow her on Instagram, Knots_UK. She do the damn thing. Anyway, so I have some props for you guys today. So we can talk about hygiene 101 with your girl Noluh. So let's get into it. I don't even know where to start because it's almost embarrassing that adults don't know how to properly care for themselves. I'm gonna try to be as PG as I possibly can, but whatever. So let's read the definition of hygiene, shall we? What the definition of hygiene is for those who don't know. Hygiene: conditions or practices conducive to maintaining health and preventing diseases, especially through cleanliness. Yes, you have to take a shower every day. Now, some people take multiple showers a day. I take 2 showers a day, but when my menstrual cycle is on, I take 3 because I feel so disgusting and dirty, and that's only something that women is gonna know. Like, when your menstrual cycle is on, you feel disgusting, all these things is coming out, you know, egg cells and discharge and blood and ugh. So I'll take 3 a day when my cycle is on. But when it's not, I take 2, one when I wake up and one before bed. So with that being said, ladies, do not, and I repeat, do not put soap inside your vagina. That is a no-no because, one, it will burn. If you didn't learn that lesson as a little girl, please learn it now. It will burn you because you're not supposed to put any kind of chemicals, well, soap anyway, inside the vagina. So let me show you an illustration of what the vagina looks like so I could teach you how to properly clean it. Now, the vagina is broken down into 7 main parts. There's way more to the vagina than what we know, what we think. Men try to tell us what to do with it and how to work it, and they don't even have one. But I'm going to show you a little illustration, and we all grown, so there's no reason to be all like, oh my God, I can't believe she showed that. So we're about to see what the vagina looks like once I pull it up here. All right. Yeah, so we're about to get like explicit on here today. Right, so it's in black and white, so whatever. So if you see, that is the vagina. It's broken down into 7 main parts, like I said. Look, now it's acting up. It don't want to show it to me. I feel like one of y'all is like, no, don't show it. So now it's acting up. Let me see. I'm pulling another picture back up on Google. What? Y'all, let me tell you something. It is so beneficial to have an extra phone when you're trying to look for stuff. Hold on. Okay. I want to find a picture that shows you something but not show you too much to where it's like, damn, you know, dial it back a little bit because y'all kids is probably around you watching or whatever the case is. But all right, So the vagina consists of the clitoris, the clitoris hood, the inner labia, the urethral opening, the outer labia, the vagina hole. And I don't know why they put anus on there because it's really not part of the vagina, but they just put it there anyway. So you see the illustration, right? That's the clitoris hood, so the labia, there's the inner labia and outer labia, which is the internal lips and then the outside lips, and then extra lips on the outside. What women get confusing is like the vagina hole is like this part right here. This is the vagina. Everything else is not the vagina. It just makes up and protects this part right here. So what women get confused is they feel like they have to put soap in that spot, and no, you do not. All you really need is water to clean that part. Now, I remember one time I was doing a live stream on another app. I'm not gonna mention his name. And this dude was like, oh, damn, your nails are long. How you do anything with those, and how do you wash your ass? And I'm like, why does everybody always ask that stupid ass question to women who has their nails done or their nails are long? First of all, this is longer than 6 to 8 inches. I take dick, that's 8 inches. So how do you think I can't wash my ass because my nails are freaking long? I hate that question. Let's dead that right now. That is a myth. That is, I don't even know why people think that. So I use 3 washcloths when I take a shower. I use one for my face, one for my body, one for my feet. You can't cross-contaminate the bacteria and the germs. So when I told a friend of mine how to properly wash your vagina, she was like, well, how you stick a rag up there? I'm like, why would you even think to stick a rag up there? What I said was, you take your 2 fingers and you wrap it around the rag, and then you get down there and then you can swoop and clean it with just water. Because when you go to the gynecologist and they get all up in there, they take 2 fingers with their gloves on and they go all the way in there and squeeze down on your pelvic to make sure there's no pain. So what makes you think that you can't take a washcloth and then get up in there with some water and make sure you clean your internal vagina? Even though our vaginas has its own cleaning system, you still have to maintain it. Jeez. Now, for everywhere else, like the clitoris hood, the outer labia, the inner labia, you do have to hit that with some soap, which is why makers like Vagisil makes these feminine body washes. Now, some females be like, oh, I don't be using all that because whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Please miss me with the bullshit, because we all use them, whether it's Vagisil or Summer's Eve. That's what they're made for. It's pH. It keeps your pH on point. You don't have to use it back to back on a daily basis, but at least use it once a day, whether you take your morning shower and you use it, or your shower before you go to bed. And if you're sexually active, I highly recommend that you use something other than water, because a man can throw your pH balance off and you need to maintain it. Now, a lot of grown women still use Johnson & Johnson baby powder on their vaginas and everything to keep the sweat. That doesn't work. You're a grown up. You sweat differently than a baby do. So all that powder does is melt away and it disintegrates. It goes away, which is why Vagisil also makes deodorant spray for your lady part. You don't spray it internal. This is external use only. For thick big girls like me who got fupas, oh, it works wonders right up under your fupa. Yeah, listen. This is 2019, almost 2020. We're gonna be realistic today. Everyone who has a fupa, it works wonders on your fupa. If you don't want to use that, there's Gold Bond. Stop putting baby powder underneath your fupa. Stop putting baby powder in the creases of your boobs. If you have like really big boobs like I do, like, honey, I have up boobs, boob boobs, under boobs, side boobs. Like, the baby powder doesn't work here anymore. Or Victoria's Secret or Bath and Body Works body butter. No, honey. Get you some of this and you get all up under there. Because earlier this dude on my Facebook was like, tit sweat smells like a baby's neck. I'm like, ooh, that sour smell. And I thought it was the funniest thing ever, but it's true. So get you some of that. and put their Johnson & Johnson baby powder down, honey. We are grown adults, for God's sakes. Like, stop it. It's a new dawn and a new day. Like, elevate from that. That's why the song that I started this video with was Level Up. It's time to level up your hygiene. Come on. With that being said, ladies, let me tell y'all something. Sidebar a little bit. How should I say this? Stop letting y'all man put his fingers inside you before sex, before washing his hands. Cause let me paint the picture for you. Let's say he's on his way to your house, or you're on your way to his house, whatever, however you want to play it. And he stopped at the store, he stopped to get something to eat, pick up something for you, whatever. He's touching his keys, his car door, car handle doors. If he got to put gas in his car, if he's touching money, whatever. His hands is touching all type of things that got bacteria in it. Ooh, let me adjust my legs. And I'm sitting on the floor. Well, I'm more cozy and comfortable because I got a lot of props with me today. But he's touching all these things that has germs and bacteria on it. So now he come over your house and you smelling all good and stuff. And you got your little sexiness on. You got your smell good on. And you give him a nice hug. And you're nice and soft and shit. And then now it's like a sensual type of setting. That he starts touching on your legs, y'all sitting, vibing, talking or whatever, and then he just get turned on, and then he just slides his hand between your legs, and then whoop, there go his fingers, full of all type of bacteria and germs that will give you a bacteria infection, because that's a transfer of bacteria and germs right up in there. Never thought about that, huh? Aha. Anyways, that was a sidebar for you. So, that's how you're properly killing your vagina, ladies. Now, this one is for everybody. Everybody. Get you some coconut oil. As you can see, this one is almost finished. Get you some of this. Invest in some coconut oil for them ashy ass elbows and knees, the heel of your foot, just everywhere, your hair, you know, just put that, especially when it's wintertime. You can use it for lip gloss or a chapstick if you don't have any. Invest and get you some. Let me tell you something, it lasts all day long. It soaks up right into your skin. If you have cracked heels or busted up feet or whatever the case is, you put this on, it soaks it all up and leave you looking nice and glistening all day long. This is the refined one, so it's unscented. You're not gonna be walking around smelling like coconut, but they do have the refined, the unrefined one if you like the coconut smell. Men, get you some of this for them ashy ass knuckles. Ladies, your knees, the heel of your foot, your elbows, your hands, you know, especially if you like work in the medical field where you always have to constantly wash your hands and stuff like that. That works wonders. Men, so I don't have a penis, so all I know about a penis is how to ride it, suck it, you know, do some nasty things to it. But y'all gotta keep it clean as well. Like, listen, you cannot not wash your goddamn balls right. Like, what do you mean? I know a lot of guys who put deodorant on their pubes. Now, I don't know, other than Axe or whatever products there is out there for you guys, if there's like Vagisil for men. You know what? That'll be a good idea. Since everyone wants equality, they need to make Vagisil for men. Vagisil body wash and spray, just like they make for us. Keep your pH balance on point. There are a lot of men who be using their girl Summer's Eve to keep that pH balance on point. They need to make some for men. But I was looking it up and it said how to wash your penis if you're uncircumcised, because you know you got to pull the foreskin back and use like light mild soap and water and wash it, and then, you know, let it fold back or whatever. But I want to say maybe 95% of the men in the US are circumcised, so all you're doing is really washing it with the washcloth, because I don't think soap can really slide up in there. I don't know, I'm not a man, like I said. But get your scrotum, behind your scrotum, in between your penis and your scrotum, like get all that and wash it twice, because your pubic hairs hold a lot of funky odor for men and women as well. Like, it's supposed to be there to protect us and for sweat glands and all these things, but the pubic hair holds a lot of odor. So even if you don't shave all the way, men, at least trim it, keep it trimmed, shampoo it, you know what I mean, like twice, like right when you get in and then right before you get out, to make sure it's smelling all nice. Because I don't want to be, you know, giving my man some head and it's like, did you miss a spot? No, he just didn't wash it twice because the pubic hairs harbor all the scent. You know, you clean yourself, but I can still kind of smell that odor. We grown ups. We're going to talk about this today. Another thing I find that adults don't do after they take a shower, you still have to do some more grooming after you hop out of the tub. Like, clean your goddamn nose. Like, take the tissue and get all up in there and clean your freaking nose. It is so embarrassing and unbecoming of a grown-ass adult to be walking around here with dried up snot or boogers all in your nose. You're not a child. What the hell? Like, I cannot walk out that bathroom until I get some tissue and clean all up in there and get all the loose mucus and boogers and everything and clean it. You know, you just got to be clean as a whistle. And I also always, every single day, grab one of these. As a matter of fact, I grab two, one for each ear. I get the outer part, and then with the other side, I flip it and get the inner ear. I have to. I feel off balance if I don't do it. I'll know that I didn't do it. Like, I know that I forgot to, you know, clean my ears, and I just feel like kind of off because it's part of my daily routine. So men, get it together. I don't want to be sitting in front of you and talking to you, and I'm like looking at you from the side, and I'm like, damn, you got like that dried up booger right there. I ain't gonna pick it. It's just, you know, I don't want to see it. And don't forget your deodorant. I love Dove. Like, this is the powder scent. It works for me, but it had the clinical ones. A lot of people forget to put it on sometimes if you're rushing, but I always keep an extra one in my purse just in case. We always have them days where you just out of the blue, right? You forget to put deodorant on and you just be doing something and then it just creeps up in your head that put no deodorant on. So you do one of these, you be like, oh, I forgot. But I found that if you train your body because you have like great hygiene, it doesn't get funky like that because your body is trained, you know. But if you don't really, you know, use proper hygiene methods and techniques, then your body just whatever. I don't know how they used to do it back in them days in medieval times and stuff like that. They take like 2 showers a month or whatever. It's not their bath day. I would not be able to survive in those kind of days because I gotta take a shower. I don't care if it's a blizzard outside. I'm getting in that tub. So last but not least, we're gonna talk about dental hygiene. Now look at, I got a Colgate smile. Ding! I mean, I was born with great teeth. I didn't need braces or nothing like that. But, you know, I remember back in elementary school, growing up in Miami, things were so different. They used to have, like, the little shows for us where somebody would dress up like a tooth puppet and a toothbrush, and then they would make up the songs about brushing your teeth and all that stuff. It used to be so catchy. And then they would give us a bag full of toothbrush, mouthwash, and the toothpaste. And the toothpaste, when it came out the tube, it was shaped like a star and it tasted like bubble gum and stuff like that, and got us so hyped and excited to brush our teeth. Like, me, my brother, and my cousin used to rush home. Back in them days, we only had one bathroom, and we used to run in the bathroom all together and just brush our teeth just for the fun of it, because they made it so fun to want to brush your teeth, and it tastes like bubble gum. So, men and women of my age group, and whatever, you're not a child anymore, it's your responsibility to keep up with your dental hygiene as well. Not only that, listen, it's your responsibility to go to the doctor and do your annual physicals too. Like, just because you're an adult now and your parents don't do it for you no more, they did it for you as an adolescent, but now it's your responsibility as an adult to continue that. You're supposed to, look at me talking to y'all like I'm your mama. Y'all getting me mad because I'm talking to a lot of you, and a lot of you are guilty of this. But when it comes to dental hygiene, people don't realize how this is the source to your entire body. This is the gateway to your body. So everything in your head is connected. It's connected. Your nose, your mouth, your ears, your eyes, it's all connected. So if you're not properly taking care of your mouth and you get an infection because you have a rotten tooth, first of all, let me say this. You know that you have some evilness manifesting up under them gums before anybody else can smell it, because you can taste it. When something is off, you'd be like, oh, something's happening in there. You can taste that evilness that's manifesting in them gums. And people get it twisted. Your teeth is very important because your teeth is a bone, but your gums is what's keeping your teeth healthy. You have to condition and brush your gums as well. You have to have healthy gums to have healthy teeth. You can have a cavity on your tooth, you can get fills, you can whatever your tooth, but when your gums is bleeding, that is a like major infection. By the way, gingivitis is highly contagious. So women who want to be nasty with themselves and let any man put their mouths on her, if his breath is funky, baby, don't do it, because soon as that tongue touches you, and if he has gingivitis, battery low on my speaker, but you will get a bacterial infection on your vagina as well, because again, gingivitis is highly contagious. If you kiss that person that have gingivitis, guess what? Bet you didn't know that neither. So don't just buy mouthwash or biotin or whatever to try to get rid of the odor. There's something going on if your breath smells like holy be damned. And another thing people don't realize is you have to brush your tongue. That's where all the bacteria lies, honey. Like all in the back of your throat. Men nowadays have this issue with sticking the brush all the way to the back of their tongue because they want to be like, oh, that's gay. How? Brushing your goddamn teeth is really? It's just you in the bathroom. It's just you having your own personal time. No one sees you and no one's good. So you're going to walk around here with a funky breath because mentally you put in your mind that that's gay. Like, that's stupid. That's stupid and asinine. So, well, for the sake of this video, I grabbed the Colgate toothpaste, but I upgraded from Colgate and actually went with Crest. Crest stepped their game up with their toothpaste. It whitens your teeth. It makes it feel so clean and fresh all the time. Colgate still do its thing. I grew up on Colgate, but Crest won my heart. But me, personally, when I brush my teeth, there was a poll on Facebook that asked, do you wet your toothbrush first, put the toothpaste, and then wet it again? Or do you just put the toothpaste and then get all up in there? I wet my brush first, put the toothpaste, wet it again, and then get all up in there. Now, my routine of brushing my teeth is when I'm using, whether it's this or just a regular brush, this does the work for you, but I still do the motions and everything. And then after I get my teeth, I get my gums first. As you can see, my gums are healthy. And then I rinse off my toothbrush and put fresh paste on there so I can get my tongue, because I'm not going to transfer the crud off of my teeth and in between my teeth to my tongue when it already holds all the bacteria anyway. So I get the sides, like the outer sides, and then here, and then the middle, and then I get all in the back and then go across the back, get all up in there. I ain't got no gag reflex, so I can get all the way back there. And then when I flip it this way and I'm getting my gums inside my mouth, like the roof of my mouth, and that soft pellet, I hit that soft pellet too, because that soft pellet is touching your tongue. So I make sure I get all up in there, but I do twice around because I don't want to transfer that crud from my teeth to my tongue. And then it feels groggy if I do that. Maybe it's a mental thing, I don't know, but that's just me personally. Mentally, I can't do the transfer of, yeah. So get you one of these. If not, use a regular toothbrush. But brushing your teeth is highly important. Some people do it once a day. Some people do it before bed or whatever. I was talking to my baby sister one day and she was like, gross, how can you eat food in the morning without brushing your teeth? And I'm like, well, when you're, at school throughout the whole day, aren't you eating, before you come home? She was like, yeah. I'm like, what's the difference? I'm like, because if you brush your teeth at night and you wake up in the morning, you didn't do anything, you were just sleeping. Now, some people have dry mouth because they sleep with their mouths open and then your mouth get dry. And that's where the funky odor comes from, because your mouth is dry. But I'm like, you didn't do anything but sleep, so why not? I prefer to eat my breakfast and everything before I brush my teeth, because one, while I brush my teeth and everything just to go eat and then get all these, food and stuff in between my teeth and all up here and stuff. Yeah, you could rinse your mouth out, but there's still food and stuff stuck in between your teeth sometimes, depending on what you're eating for breakfast. And then the toothpaste and mouthwash manipulates your tongue. your taste buds. So now I can't really taste my food the way that I should taste it because my tongue is confused right now because I just brushed it. And you know, your taste buds regenerates itself after I think 15 to 20 days or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe the number is wrong. So if I have a new taste bud, it needs to get like acclimated with the rest of the taste buds. But try that if you never realized it. Like, brush your teeth and then go drink some juice. You know what? It's kind of like you can taste all the ingredients that make the juice, and then it tastes funny. I was like, if somebody's trying to poison your food or it's rotten, you're not gonna know because your tongue is manipulated for a little bit after you brush your teeth. It doesn't know. So she was like, I guess that makes sense, but you know, she's different. So for her, she has to brush her teeth before she eats her breakfast. And then, you know, she had braces and she has retainers, so she has to constantly brush her teeth anyway. So whatever. But I prefer not to. Anyways, I don't want this video to be long. I just wanted to come on here and really talk about hygiene and give y'all some tips and tricks on how to stay clean and what to do. Maybe some adults just don't know what to do and no one ever told them or whatever. I remember I was talking to this one guy before I go, you guys, and one day he video called me, and I didn't mean to clown him about his teeth, but I'm big on that. When a man smiles, I look at his teeth first and then his shoes. That lets me know how clean he is. And I love a man with beautiful teeth. And anyways, so, and I know he was a smoker, so as he started talking, it was snowing, so I thought maybe like some snow fell on his camera and that's what I was seeing. But I'm like, there's some snow on your phone. So he goes and wipes his camera, and then when I looked at him again, I was like, he definitely had like stains on his teeth. And listen, there's no nice way to tell somebody that you stink or your teeth is, you know what I'm saying? There's no nice way to say it because anyone's gonna get offended, period. It don't even matter who tells you. Listen, I don't hold nothing back. I don't know about my tongue. I'm gonna tell your ass. So I asked him, I'm like, bruh, like, you're an adult. When's the last time you've been to the dentist? And he was like, why? I'm like, because your teeth are stained, like they're brown. And he was like, what, is that bad? I'm like, yeah. And this nigga was like, no one ever told me that before. And I'm like, you don't look in the mirror? So when you brush your teeth, you wash your face in the morning, whatever, you don't look in the mirror. I talk to myself in the mirror when I'm giving myself a pep talk, or I'm brushing my teeth and just looking at it. So you need somebody to tell you that your teeth was stained. So he felt some type of way that I told him that, and he had his petty moment. But I'm like, oops, my bad for being that person who was your mirror and told you, bruh, tighten up on your goddamn teeth like you a grown-ass man with brown teeth. So if you're talking, that's the focal point, because everybody's gonna be like, yeah, that's what I did. I didn't pay attention to nothing else that you said because I was like, is it just me or is it snow? No, that's your goddamn teeth. You're a grown-ass man. Get it together. Ladies, get it together. Anyways. This has been an unconventional story time with Noluh / Hygiene 101. I hope you enjoyed it, you guys, and I hope that you take this serious, that you have to, you know, keep yourself clean. Cleanliness is next to godliness, and I'm a goddess, so listen. 2 showers. Love you guys. Spam up the comments, share. If you need to tell somebody this message and don't know how to tell them, send this shit to them. Be like, yo, I got a message for you from Noluh. All right? Love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll be back again with another cut because I am what? Above the rest. Bye.